Yeah, let us see Government of India Act 1858. Okay, so Government of India Act 1858. Okay, and we have already discussed that from 1773 to 1858 it is company rule, right? And from 1858 to 1947, that means till we got the independence, that is crown rule. Okay, so this is classified as company rule because we are under the company's rule, right? And in 1858 the crown, all the powers were given to British crown, so we are under crown rule. Okay, so in 1857, okay, first war of independence happened. First war of independence. Or this is also called Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy Mutiny. Okay. So after this war, Britishers are frightened because we are having only bows, arrows, and some horses, cattle, like that. But Britishers are having cannons, guns, all the modern equipment in those times. Even though they have those equipment, with these bows and arrows, we are managed to almost win the battle. I'm not saying we won the battle, but almost. So after this war, Britishers changed the way of governing India. Okay, so very soon they came up with an act called Government of India Act 1858, and they termed this one, this act as Act of Good Governance. Good Governance. Okay, so let us see whether it is a good governance or bad governance. Okay, so first thing, so through this act they changed the designation of Governor General of India to Viceroy. Okay, so if you see, initially he was called Governor of Bengal. With all the legislative powers, he became Governor General of Bengal, and then he became the Governor General of India. Now he is Viceroy. So, and the first Viceroy is Lord Canning. Okay. The other changes were they created a new office. Which is called Secretary of State for India. Okay, so if you you may get doubt here, India is a country, why did they mention state? Okay, in this context, state means territory. Okay, so in those times India is British territory, right? And who will be the secretary? One of the British MP, member of Parliament. So one of the member of British Parliament will be the Secretary of State for India, and this secretary will be assisted with 15-member council. 15-member council, and that council is called Secretary of State in Council. And where do we have seen other councils? Governor General of India, right? Governor General of India will be assisted with Governor General in Council, right? And here Secretary of State in Council. Secretary of State in Council. Okay. So this secretary can sue anybody or can be sued by anybody. That means in India and England. So what do I mean by this suing? Which means penalizing. Okay. So these are the powers of secretary, and he'll be responsible. He'll be the mediator between India and British government, right? So now we have already seen that there is no powers for East India Company, right? It abolished East India Company rule. So that is why I have said it before. From 1858 to 1947, we are under Crown rule, right? And the next change is they abolished dual government. So where we have seen this dual government? During Pitt's India Act, right? So he created Board of Control and Court of Directors. So that is why it is called dual government. So both of them are governing bodies. So it is called dual government. So this act abolished this whole thing, dual government. So there will be no Board of Control and no COD. So, and in the place of this, they have created new office called Secretary of State for India, and the secretary will be one of the British MPs, member of parliaments, and the secretary will be assisted with Secretary of State in Council. So in this council there will be 15 members will be assisting the Secretary of State, right? And if you see what has happened is they just streamlining the administration, right? So nothing good done to the Indian people. So let us summarize this. So summary is, so they abolished East India Company, and now India is ruled by Crown. So we are under Crown rule, okay? So, and they came up with the act called Government of India Act 1858. So they abolished dual government, and we have seen this dual government in the times of Pitt's India Act, right? So in the dual government we have Board of Control and Court of Directors. So this was abolished, and in the place of this they created Secretary of State for India, and to assist this secretary there will be 15 members, and this 15 members council is called Secretary of State in Council, right? And he will be answering to the British government. So let us see. First, this 15-member council. 15-member council, which is also called Secretary of State in Council, will be answerable to Secretary of State for India. Okay, and this person will be answerable to British Parliament. Okay, draw this flow chart in your notes. Okay, and the Secretary of State for India will also be the chairperson of, or chairman or chairperson of 15-member council. What is this council called? Secretary of State in Council. Okay, that you have to write. Secretary of State in Council. And he'll be the Cabinet Minister. Cabinet Minister of British Parliament, BP. So 15-member council will be answerable to Secretary of State. Secretary of State is also called chairperson of or chairman of Secretary of State in Council. Okay, and he is the cabinet member of British Parliament, right? And he will be answerable to British Parliament. So he will be the mediator between India and British. And the secretary can penalize anybody in India, and it can also be penalized in India and England as well, right? So those are the major changes in this act. They have done nothing good for Indians, but they have streamlined their administration. Okay, yeah, that's it.